if I was going back to a plan right now, and if I was accountable for, let's say, the Medicare Advantage line of business, and we were kicking off our bid strategy sessions, like it feels like I think I would want to orient everyone in that bid strategy room, right, on the same things, not just stars, but for like what are the closest crocodiles to the canoe for our entire Medicare Advantage line of business this year. So, and have maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a slide on our top stars, pain points and priorities, our top risk adjustment pain points and priorities, right? Our top cost, medical cost, maybe provider provider engagement challenges. Which of our providers do we have to form better relationships with, or have better contracts with, or right, it feels like that education on the front end for the people that are about to go through 5 months of weekly strategy sessions, right, to determine our future. Like, I don't think that happens enough, right? I don't feel like everyone, because I'm in quite a few bid strategy sessions every year, and there's always conflict between managing costs. We have to keep our costs down, or we have to grow, but or we have to provide better access to care, and better quality scores for stars. And you can't do all of that, right? Like you have to determine as an organization what your biggest priorities are. But and that's where I want to go here is, what is your advice to plans who do have those, they have big challenges. They're they think they need to put more prior authorizations in place to manage costs more effectively, but knowing that's going to hurt access to care and CAP survey, and and stars in general. What is your guidance there?
Yeah, Jen and I were talking about this pretty extensively the other day, and it's really, I think what you're asking, Rex, is are the enhancements to the bid and the benefits strong enough to support the extent of the improvement needed, right? And the financial longevity of the health plan. And UM is a great example. Prior authorizations um, control help to control costs, right, amongst many other things. But they also have an impact on member experience. And I was actually just talking to a client about this the other day with statin intolerance with the SPC and SUPD measures, where if you don't have prior authorizations on those medications for members who have statin intolerance, then you should consider that because it'll help with your star scores for those measures, right? You'll have a prior authorization that comes in and medical documentation. You can count them as exclusions then. But on the flip side, especially if those members have never had prior auth in those medications before, you put that in place, you could risk, access to care issues and member experience and causing abrasion with a member. So the balance is, if you need to do that, especially these coming years, especially 2025, with all of the regulatory changes with the IRA and Plan D redesign coming down the pipeline, like the name of the game is to cut costs as much as possible. That is going to impact your quality scores. But in cases like that, you need to get in front of those members. You need to educate them. You need to help them understand what the changes are. You need to get in front of the providers and help them understand. You need to make sure that your PA process is effective and easy to use. So it's a lot of work that needs to go into this. And when you have multiple PBPs per contract, and they're all different. You have a D-SNP and straight MAPD, and this MAPD has, 5 different options with just, multiple different supplemental benefits. Like, you have to do that for every single PBP and weigh the pros and cons there. And then, like we've been saying, like that all pulls up to the contract level, which is where the star is assigned, right? So it's not easy. It's not going to be easy, and it's going to get harder with all of these changing regulations coming through.